In a world full of dynamics and struggles, becoming a man who is respected and even feared is not just about physical strength or verbal dominance. It is about building a strong character, extraordinary self-control, and the ability to make wise decisions. On the journey to becoming an unshakable man, there are principles that must be understood, mastered, and applied every day. How can a man face the world with equanimity, while still projecting an aura of leadership that cannot be underestimated? The real secret lies in the philosophy of Stoicism, which teaches self-control, calmness in the face of adversity, and living with integrity. Stoicism not only helps us become calmer and wiser, but also gives us the strength to lead decisively and build a respected reputation. In these 7 parts, we'll dive into the Stoic principles that can change the way the world views us, from maintaining composure in the most stressful situations to choosing actions that reflect wisdom and justice. Are you ready to become a man who is not only respected, but feared by those who try to challenge your resolve? Here is the discussion. Keeping calm in every situation. The first secret to becoming a respected and feared man is to master the art of calmness in all situations. Many people react emotionally, especially when faced with pressure or uncertainty. They lose control of themselves and end up making decisions driven by emotion, not reason. However, a respected man understands that calmness is the most powerful weapon in facing a challenging world. Stoicism teaches us to remain calm, even in the face of the most confusing or dangerous situations. Seneca, one of the great figures of Stoic philosophy, advised us not to let our emotions rule our minds. Calmness is not the absence of feelings, but the ability to control them, he said. As a man of honor, you must be able to maintain your composure in the face of conflict, criticism, or even threats. It's not just about controlling your emotions. It's also about having complete control over your reactions to situations. Keeping your cool means keeping your anxiety, fear, and anger at a distance. When others are caught up in emotional drama, you must stand firm with a cool head, assess the situation objectively, and choose the wisest response. In many cases, people who are able to remain calm and rational in the midst of chaos are respected more than those who are easily panicked or provoked. This calmness also shows inner strength. A man who can remain calm under pressure, even when the world around him seems chaotic, signals that he is not easily swayed. Conversely, those who are carried away by emotion tend to appear weak, easily manipulated, and less reliable. Men who are respected have a calmness that comes from understanding that they cannot control everything, but they can control how they respond to situations. Achieving this level of calm takes practice and self-awareness. It's not a skill that comes naturally, but rather a skill that is built over time through daily practice, meditation, and self-reflection. One technique you can use is to practice pausing between reaction and action. When you're faced with an emotionally triggering situation, try to pause, take a deep breath, and consider the best response before acting. With your calmness, you not only show that you can be relied on in any situation, but you also demonstrate incredible inner strength, a quality that is highly respected, if not feared, by those who try to shake your peace. Developing unshakable integrity. A man who is respected and feared is not only known for his composure, but also for his unshakable integrity. Integrity is the foundation of every action and decision he makes. It is a quality that shapes a person's reputation and places him above all doubt and criticism. A man with integrity is someone who remains true to his principles, even when under pressure to compromise. Stoicism teaches us that virtue is the only true good. This means that morality and honesty in our actions are what matter most, not the results or recognition we receive from the outside world. In the Stoic view, living a life of integrity means living in harmony with our values, and not allowing temptations or outside influences to shake our principles. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, often reminded himself to stay true to the path of good and not let the outside world change him. In Meditations, he wrote, "Let not what you cannot control disturb your peace." Integrity involves the ability to act in accordance with our beliefs despite the urge to deviate for momentary gain. It is a quality that builds respect, because people know that you will always do the right thing regardless of the circumstances. A man with integrity not only speaks the truth, but also acts in a way that reflects those values in every aspect of his life. From big decisions to seemingly insignificant details, integrity means doing what is right even when no one is looking. It is a quality that often leads others to admire you, because they know that you are reliable, and that you will not betray your principles for personal gain. However, developing integrity is not easy. It requires consistency in living life and a willingness to face the consequences of our choices. Sometimes the right thing to do may be unpopular, or it may bring great challenges, but men of honor will not choose the easy path if it means sacrificing their integrity. In every decision, they consider whether it is in line with their values, and if not, they would rather endure hardship than lose honor. As a man who wants to be respected and feared, you must be an example of the principles you believe in. People will respect you not just for your strength or ability, but because you have the courage to stand up for what is right, even when it is difficult. Your integrity will be the foundation of your solid reputation and will give you undeniable authority in the eyes of others. Mastering conscious self-control. One of the main keys to becoming a respected and feared man is the ability to consciously control oneself. This self-control includes not only the ability to restrain anger or momentary desires, but also regulating our emotions, desires, and thought patterns in every aspect of life. In Stoic philosophy, self-control is the ability to stay on the right track, regardless of temptations or distractions that arise. True self-control is about being fully aware of our actions and the reasons behind them. A man with self-control not only refrains from impulsive actions, but also considers the long-term impact of each decision he makes. Marcus Aurelius emphasized the importance of this in Meditations when he wrote, "Whenever you feel tempted to do something wrong, remember that you are a human being who has the right to live with virtue and self-control." Stoicism teaches us to understand that many of the feelings or reactions we experience are temporary and do not necessarily affect our actions. For example, when we feel angry, frightened, or provoked, we can choose to respond wisely rather than being swept away by emotions that will only lead to regret. In many situations, self-control is not just about holding back, but also choosing a more rational and productive way of thinking. Men who are respected are those who have self-control in all things, whether it is in speaking, acting, or responding to challenging situations. They do not rush into making decisions and are able to weigh everything calmly before acting. This self-control also includes the ability to set clear boundaries in relationships and social interactions. A man who has self-control does not allow others to play with his emotions or control his behavior. In addition, self-control is also closely related to mind control. In a world full of distractions and noise, maintaining focus on life goals and not letting yourself be distracted by irrelevant things is a form of self-control that is highly valued. By focusing on what is truly important, a man with self-control will be more productive, wiser, and more respected by others. However, self-control does not come naturally. It must be practiced and practiced. It is a skill that develops through self-discipline, self-reflection, and constant practice in the face of temptation and distraction. When a man is able to demonstrate self-control in the most stressful situations, he will gain a reputation as someone who is strong and dependable, who is respected by those who see him. A man who can control himself will always be a stronger and more respected figure. He is not only able to handle himself, but he is also able to lead with the calm and wisdom that comes from complete control over himself. Having a clear and meaningful life purpose. Being a man who is respected and feared is not only about internal qualities such as poise, integrity, and self-control, but also about having a clear and meaningful purpose in life. Men who have a big and clear purpose in life will find it easier to gain the respect of others because they show a solid direction and conviction in every step they take. In Stoic philosophy, a good purpose in life is not one that is driven by personal ambition or worldly achievement alone. Rather, a true purpose in life is one that is in harmony with virtue and wisdom. Stoics understand that life is not about accumulating wealth or gaining recognition, but about achieving goodness and living a meaningful life. A strong purpose is one that leads a person to grow morally, socially, and intellectually. Men who are respected are those who know exactly why they do what they do. They have a clear vision and a purpose that is greater than personal gain or temporary comfort. As Epictetus said, "It is not the circumstances that hinder us, but how we respond to them." A clear purpose in life will provide a strong direction and motivation, which makes a man not easily swayed by the difficulties or temptations of the world. Having a meaningful purpose in life also means that the man sees his life as more than just a series of routines or individual accomplishments. Men who are respected strive to leave a legacy that is greater than just themselves. They focus on how they can positively impact others, whether it is through leadership, teaching, or social contribution. This purpose in life gives respect from others, because those who have a strong and clear purpose tend to be more firm in their decisions and actions. They do not allow themselves to be entangled by things that are not in line with their goals. They know what they are fighting for, and this makes them an unshakable figure in the face of challenges. However, finding true life purpose does not come easily. It requires deep self-reflection, sacrifice, and a commitment to growth. This process involves determining personal values that will form the basis of life purpose, as well as the courage to pursue those goals even when the journey is full of obstacles. Men who have a clear and meaningful purpose in life are seen as people of strength and wisdom. They know what they want out of life, and they will not give in to circumstances or superficial achievements. They are men who are respected, not because of what they have, but because of what they stand for and how they strive to change the world around them. Having the courage to take calculated risks. Courage is one of the qualities that is highly valued in every respected and feared man. However, this courage is not reckless or thoughtless courage. It is the courage to take calculated risks based on rational judgment and wisdom. A respected man is not afraid to make big decisions or face big challenges, but he does so with full understanding of the possible consequences and with his readiness to accept them. In Stoic philosophy, courage is part of the virtues that every individual should possess. Stoicism teaches us that we cannot avoid the fear or uncertainty that arises in life, but we can choose to act in spite of it. As Seneca said, "There is nothing more difficult than to overcome fear, but fear that we do not overcome conquers us." Stoic courage is not the freedom from fear, but the ability to act with wisdom in spite of it. The courage to take calculated risks often leads to greater accomplishments. Men who are respected are those who dare to step into uncertainty with the confidence that they have done their due diligence. They do not let the fear of failure hold them back, but they are not rash in taking action without thinking about the consequences. They know when to act and when to hold back. For example, many great leaders in history have achieved extraordinary things because of their courage to take high-risk decisions, whether in business, politics, or social contexts. They understood that in life, progress often comes with challenges that must be faced, and without the courage to face those challenges, no change or achievement can occur. However, true courage is not just about facing external risks. It also includes the courage to face yourself and make the changes within yourself that are necessary to become a better person. The courage to face your internal weaknesses and fears is one of the higher forms of courage, and it is something that is highly valued by those around you. A man who has the courage to take calculated risks also demonstrates inner strength and leadership. Others will see him as a determined and confident figure, someone who is not afraid to face challenges even when the outcome is uncertain. This courage will give off an aura of authority, which naturally draws respect from those who observe. However, this courage must be balanced with wisdom. Not all risks are worth taking, and a man of honor is one who can distinguish between risks that bring long-term benefits and those that are only concerned with immediate gratification. Thus, calculated courage will lead to progress and success, while reckless decisions can lead to loss or damage to reputation. The courage to take calculated risks is not just about making big decisions, but also about having a long-term vision, knowing when to move forward, and having the courage to move forward despite the uncertainty ahead. Valuing time and living efficiently. One of the things that separates respected and feared men from the rest is how they value time and live their lives with efficiency. Time is our most limited resource, and how we manage it often reflects how serious we are about achieving our goals in life. Respected men understand that every second wasted is a lost opportunity to grow, contribute, and make a positive impact. Stoicism teaches us to value time consciously, because wasted time cannot be regained. In the Meditations, Marcus Aurelius's personal meditations, he often reflects on the transience of life and how each person should make the most of it. He wrote, "The life you have lived is enough if you live each day to the full and do not waste it." This principle teaches us to live with a clear purpose, without wasting time on things that are unimportant or do not bring us closer to virtue. Respected men know how to use their time wisely. They avoid unproductive behaviors or activities, such as wasting time on gossip or activities that only provide temporary satisfaction. Instead, they invest their time in things that support their goals and values, whether it is self-development, helping others, or pursuing greater accomplishments. Efficiency in life is not only about completing tasks faster, but also doing the right things in the right way. An efficient man knows how to set his priorities, avoid procrastination, and stay focused on the most important tasks. They do not allow distractions to distract them from their main goal. This is a form of self-discipline that is highly valued, because efficient people know how to manage their time in the most optimal way, achieving more with less effort. In addition, efficient men also understand the importance of rest and recovery. They know when to work hard and when to take a break to rejuvenate the body and mind. Valuing time is not just about being constantly active, but also about giving ourselves time to reflect on what has been achieved and plan the next steps wisely. Men who are able to manage their time well are those who are more productive and more focused. They not only produce more, but they are also more effective in achieving their goals. When others see how you use your time wisely, they will respect you for your ability to stay focused on what matters and avoid wasting energy and time. Respecting time is about knowing that life is limited and that we should do more with the time we have. A man who respects time and lives his life efficiently not only achieves success faster, but also shows a determination and dedication that inspires others. This is what makes them respected and even feared, because they are individuals who are aware of their goals and always move forward with planned and confident steps. Conclusion. Becoming a man who is respected and feared is not just about displaying physical strength or authority, but rather about developing inner qualities that make you not only authoritative, but also wise and inspiring. Men who are respected are those who live with full awareness of who they are and what they stand for. They are individuals who are firm in their decisions yet gentle in their relationships with others. They are not only focused on personal achievement, but are also committed to making a positive impact on those around them. By cultivating these qualities, you will not only earn the respect of others, but also gain the self-esteem that comes from living according to your principles and values. Over time, through perseverance and self-development, you will see your influence on the world grow. You will become a person who is respected, not because of what you have, but because of who you are and how you lead your life with wisdom, courage, and determination. Men who are able to balance strength and gentleness, assertiveness and empathy, and perseverance and wisdom will always be remembered and respected in their lives. Remember, real men are not defined solely by external accomplishments, but by the internal qualities that shape how they face the world and others.